Dublin on November the 22nd. You're with Lauren Laverne on BBC Six Music. Thank you very much for sticking with us this Tuesday morning. I'm delighted to say that our session guests and Etienne are tuning up in Maida, Vale, getting ready to play live for you after 12 o'clock today. And on the line right now, I should be able to talk to the wonderful Sarah Cracknell. Good morning, Sarah. How are you?
Good morning. I'm fine, actually. Had a late night and an early morning, but feeling pretty good.
I mean, that's rock and roll, isn't it? Especially like that's release week, isn't it, for you?
Yeah, absolutely. Release week, and we're doing lots of in-store Q&As and signings up the country,
so
up and down.
What has this time been like? Because this isn't just any album. This, has arrived international with the announcement that it's going to be St. Etienne's final album. What was that like to make that decision for you and to put it out there? And what's the reaction to that final album announcement been like?
Emotional, I think, for all three of us. It's a kind of happy, sad thing. It was a decision we made because I always wanted to sort of finish on top. You know what I mean? And I feel
go out on a high.
Yeah, go out on a high, and with the legacy intact. There's nothing too horribly embarrassing that we've done in the past. So now's a good time to get out quick before we do something embarrassing.
You've got to get some embarrassing stuff in before the curtain actually falls.
Yeah. We are quite emotional. Every now and then I sort of, well up. And the other day I had to pull the car over and had a bit of a cry.
Oh,
I know.
I'm not surprised because even, just reading out when we first got the announcement and the first track to play, actually the response that came in from people, they were like, no, has there been any of that? And how are you dealing with it, if so?
Yeah, no, there's been lots of that. But, we're going out next year, doing shows and festivals, hopefully, and stuff, So it's not like we've totally hung up our hat yet. We're going to do live stuff and hang out together as we always do. So.
I suppose the more positive, the more kind of upbeat side of a final album is that it then gives you the brief when you're making it of like, right, what haven't we done yet? If not now, when? Do you know what I mean? Like getting all of your friends in and just sort of pleasing yourselves, and it feels a bit like that's what you've done with this record.
Yeah, definitely. I think we wanted to incorporate a little bit of everything that we've done over the years to sort of bookend Foxbase Alpha. Came out in 91. So, and I feel like it's doing that, and I feel like it's a celebration of what we've done in the past. And like you said, getting people in that we've wanted to work with or have worked with previously. So that's been fun.
How did the sessions work? Because this is quite a cast list. You've got Confidence Man, Errol Alkin, Vince Clarke, Nick Haywood, Paul Hartnell from Orbital, all kinds of people in the mix.
Yeah, it varies from song to song. Sometimes people just send us an idea and we work on it and, move forward with it. And then, I'm trying to think, I don't think many of them have actually was in the studio when I was singing. I think basically it's ideas coming, I was singing them in the studio, and then we'd send things back so that, we can share ideas and back and forth them.
Yeah. I mean, you, as you mentioned, you guys have been together some 35 years or something now. It's one of those things where I know the maths is right, but every time I say it, it feels like I'll just check
makes
that.
Me feel very old.
Is that right? Is it 35?
Yeah, it is. Isn't that terrifying? I feel ancient now. Don't say that.
But I mean, this must be all, people emailing tracks to each other and working on fragments and then bouncing them back. I mean, this is a world away from where you started. When you look back to those early days, what is it that you remember?
Yeah, no, absolutely. We'd go into the studio. In the early days, we'd go in the studio with a half-baked idea, and then we'd all sit there, the three of us, and do it with each other. I mean, we started the whole sort of back and forth, online sharing ideas really came with I've Been Trying to Tell You, which we did during lockdown. And I think that really made us realise that, because we live, Pete lives on the south coast, I live in Oxfordshire, and Bob lives in West Yorkshire. So, it's difficult to get together all the time in the studio, although obviously we do eventually. But yeah, that idea of just sharing ideas came through lockdown, really.
And what about the early days? What do you remember about how you would record then? How much of the dynamics between you changed when you are in the same room?
Wow. I suppose in the very early days, like the first two albums, I'd kind of roll up at the studio and they go, we've got these lyrics here, Sarah, and this is how the tune goes. And then sometimes it'd be really high, so they'd I know, and they'd slow the tape down so I could sing it, and then speed it up again because of course it was quarter inch or whatever it was at that point.
Yeah.
Not very technical, but
yeah. So you get a biro in there and just spin it around a bit faster.
Yeah.
So yes, very much more DIY, I suppose, in those days.
Yeah, much more DIY, which I like. I think that adds spontaneity, doesn't it?
Well, you know, you're in the right place for it today. Maida, Vale. That's good old analogue days, isn't it? A lot of the equipment that we've got in there.
It's beautiful in here.
It's gorgeous. What have you got planned for the session? What can you tell us about what we're going to hear after 12?
Okay, so we're going to do 3 songs. We're going to do Glad, which was the first single from International. Then we're going to do the current track that's out, Take Me to the Pilot. And then we're going to do Brand New Me. We've got some special guests along the way.
Are you going to keep us in suspense for that? We're going to have to wait.
I don't know. Do you want to know now or do you want to know later?
I think you should announce them as they come on. I think that would be exciting.
Cool.
We can tease people now. Yeah. We can do what's called a hook and tease in radio. We can set the hook now. We can tease and then they'll get the payoff after 12.
Excellent. I've never heard that phrase before. Hook and tease. It's like a stop and chat.
Honestly, don't get me started on radio terminology. Let's just crunch and roll it straight over. Sarah, you have also picked the beauty spot for us today. Thank you very much for doing that. Why have you chosen the glorious track that we're about to play out?
Well, it's one of my favourite. Well, I think all 3 of us, obviously, as it's not just my choice, all 3 of us really love this track. For me personally, it's Elizabeth Fraser, I think, is my favourite female vocalist ever. And I took a lot of inspiration from her, like using your voice as a bit of an instrument. I mean, she barely sings actual words, or that's, maybe she does now. But, and I just love the whole build-up. I'm huge Felt fans, all 3 of us, so that's why. Love this song. It's really uplifting. It really crescendos, It's great.
Oh, it's a joy to play this out today and such a delight to have you guys in session. Sarah, I'll let you go and have a cup of tea before we join you at 12 with your special guests. Thank you so much. Right. Sarah Cracknell, talk to you very shortly. Cheers. St Etienne are live with us in session from Maida Vale after 12 o'clock. And in the beauty spot today, it is Felt and Primitive Painters. Nice shoes from Steve Lacey. Well, we would expect no less, wouldn't we? First new music since his 2022 album Gemini Rights, self-produced and absolutely wonderful. That is Steve Lacey on BBC 6 Music, where it has just gone midday. So it's time for me to send you over to Maida Vale, where hopefully if I press this button, St Etienne are waiting to perform live. Good afternoon.
Hello, ta-da, here we are. You pressed the right button.
Yes. I knew it would have to happen eventually if I just kept mashing the desk in front of me. Sarah, wonderful to speak to you again. I know that you're ready to play for us. Who's with you? What's happening? Take it away.
Okay, so the first song we're going to do is called Glad. It was the first single from International. And on drums, I have Sean Lee of Young Guns Silver Fox fame and many more things. Actually, he's playing at Coco in October. Just thought I'd put that out there. Yeah. And then I have Jez Williams from Doves, amazing, who played guitar on the track originally with Tom Rowlands from the Chems. So it's an all-star cast already,
fabulous.
But there's more surprises to come.
Fabulous. We'll hand it over to you. Thank you so much, St Etienne.
Thanks. Thank you. So that was Glad. The next song we're going to do is from the album, again, International, and it's called Take Me to the Pilot. Thank you, Pete. Yeah, that's great. So that was Take Me to the Pilot. I have a very, very special guest coming on right now from Confidence Man. The glorious Janet Planet is going to sing Brand New Me with me.
Howdy do.
There she is.
Time, you know how I change my mind. Baby, it's a brand new me.
your eyes and feel it within. Oh my darling, heaven knows why this door finally closed. You gave me plenty of reasons, maybe I just like me the most. Since I packed my bags to go. Darling, darling, mon amour, my lips never said my heart was pure. Maybe time's the cure. Maybe time's the cure. Time's the cure. Maybe time's the cure. It's a brand new me, I guess. Looking back, I could have been worse, but I could have been better too. It's true. It's true. It's true.
Thank you. Love you, Etienne.
Oh, I love that.
Thanks.
Guy, thank you so much. You weren't kidding about the special guests, Sarah.
I know. Oh my gosh.
OMGs. Absolute Tuesday lunchtime bliss. Pure joy. Thank you so much. Glad, Take Me to the Pilot and Brand New Me. 3 wonderful tracks from our session guests and Etienne. The album International is out now. And I'm so glad to hear you say that you are going to be doing some live dates next year. We don't know. It's not goodbye just yet.
No, it's not goodbye. No. Still got a bit of work to do.
Well, sounding absolutely glorious. Thank you so much again. Lots and lots of love to all of you. Take care.
Thanks, Lauren.
Thank you. How about that for a Tuesday lunchtime? It doesn't come much better. The messages are flooding in. Jimbo in Cardiff says Sarah Cracknell and Janet Planet singing live on my radio. Absolutely wonderful. How lovely to hear St Etienne live in session, Lauren. Thank you for the music. Looking forward to seeing them in Nottingham tonight too, says Steve. So much love coming in from 6 Music listeners. If you want to get in touch, the numbers are 64046 and 03700 100 600.
6 Music. Welcome along.
Nick Grimshaw.
Bringing you lots of excellent music as we always do. We have some very special guests, so it's going to be a busy